Today I'm flying from Austin, Texas to Las Vegas, and I'm taking you along to show you what someone who didn't grow up in the city does in a city like Las Vegas. The Austin airport is not the best for parking, and is certainly expensive, but can be made easier by reserving your parking online ahead of time. Then when you arrive, you proceed to your reserved parking lot, scan the QR code from your phone for entry, find a parking space, and head into the terminal. My flight today on American Airlines was scheduled for around 4 p.m. Central Time, but everything ended up delayed by about 40 minutes, so it was after 4:30 by the time everyone was on board and we were ready to go. I enjoy flying to the west out of Austin because it is a great climb out over the beautiful hill country lakes, and today was no exception. It was a nice day with a few low clouds that just served to add shadows on the ground below, but without blocking the views. I fly first class when I can, and that was true on this trip. I'm able to do this by using points and because I can be flexible with the days I fly, and I use Google Flights to find the best days to fly with the best prices. I did that with this trip, flying out on Tuesday and back on Saturday. I'm a pretty tall guy and appreciate the extra legroom, higher level of service, and better food service that comes with first class. It was not long before we were flying over San Angelo and out into West Texas, and were offered warm mixed nuts and something to drink. This was followed by full meal service as we continued over West Texas toward New Mexico. This meal was outstanding. I pre-ordered this meal on the American app ahead of time, and this was the only way you could order this particular selection. These were specially made chicken enchiladas with great flavor and a bit of spiciness to them. I believe they may have been prepared by a local partnership with an Austin caterer, since they were not offered on the return flight, but I can't be sure of this. The enchiladas were good enough that I would have ordered them again in a restaurant. A very recognizable landmark as you fly across New Mexico is the Rio Grande River Valley south of Albuquerque and the communities along it. It's marked by the dark area of green growth in an otherwise desert landscape. The flight continuing west was uneventful until the Grand Canyon came into view as we were flying over Flagstaff, Arizona. Since this flight was in the late afternoon, the light on the canyon was great for photography and was some of the best views I have ever gotten from a plane. The views continued to improve as we began our descent into Las Vegas until the canyon finally disappeared behind us and was replaced by the views of the mountains east of Las Vegas and Lake Mead. We were soon on our final approach over Lake Las Vegas into Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas. Just before landing, we got some nice views of the Las Vegas Strip that continued as we landed and taxied toward the terminal. I was staying at the Park MGM this trip, and by the time I got out of the airport to the hotel, checked into my room and unpacked, it was evening, and I was treated to some great views from my room. I always use my player's cards when playing at the casinos, and I'll talk more about that and how I play later. But because of previous play and accumulated points, I was comped this room for my stay at no cost. I had choices among the many MGM hotels on the Strip, but I chose this one because it offered me more nights, higher hotel credit amount for food and other expenses, higher free play, and because it is a non-smoking casino. Although it was not late, I was operating on Central Time, so I got a snack, watched some television, and went to bed. I woke up the next morning, still on Central Time, but at 5:30 local time. I'd left the curtains open the night before when I went to bed and noticed the light outside and got up to see this beautiful sunrise over the mountains east of Las Vegas and the early morning Las Vegas skyline. I wonder how many visitors to Las Vegas ever even see a Vegas sunrise. Since I was now up and wide awake, I got dressed and headed to the elevators and downstairs to find some breakfast. I knew the America restaurant next door at New York, New York had breakfast since I had eaten there before on a previous stay at New York, New York, and so I decided to head that way. I exited Park MGM at the hotel entrance at the side of the hotel, across from New York, New York, to a very pleasant morning, and headed down the sidewalk past the entrance to Nomad Hotel, which shares the building with Park MGM. The hotel entrance to Park MGM is also located next to T-Mobile Arena, which actually shares its parking garage, along with others, when events are going on, and is something to be aware of if you're driving a car during these events. Also attached to Park MGM, with its entrance inside, is the Dolby Live Theater. There's a nice park separating Park MGM from New York, New York. I crossed the street to the park side and made the pleasant early morning walk to the park entrance to New York, New York. Due to copyrighted music being played on the speakers in the park, I replaced some of the background music. As you can see, New York, New York, along with all the Vegas Strip, is not very busy at this time of day as we walk toward the America restaurant. Although there were a number of people in the restaurant when I arrived, it was certainly not busy and I was seated immediately. The breakfast menu features breakfast combos, Benedicts, eggs, omelets, pancakes, ladder fares, vegan breakfast, and donuts from the donut case at the entrance. I placed my order for an America's breakfast with eggs, sausage, and pancakes, and checked out the America restaurant and enjoyed my coffee as I waited for my order. My order arrived and was as expected. It was tasty and hit the spot. As I left the America restaurant, I checked out the giant relief map of the United States that covered a big part of the ceiling of the restaurant. With breakfast taken care of, I decided to walk around for a bit and headed through the New York, New York casino toward the exit to the Strip by Hershey's Chocolate World. I took the escalator up to the mezzanine where there's a really good view of the New York, New York casino and took these videos. Let's head outside to the porch for some Vegas Strip views. This porch area gives some great views of the Las Vegas Strip, the front of New York, New York Hotel and Casino, and the sidewalk in front of the hotel. The structure we're looking at right now is what is left of the Tropicana Hotel before its implosion, which came after this trip to Las Vegas. The model of the Brooklyn Bridge has become a concert stage and hosts live music on the Strip on selected days. Across the street, you can see the Coca-Cola store and the M&M store. I'll visit them later in the trip. The construction tunnel ahead is due to work being done on the New York, New York sign above it. It will take us back to the park between New York, New York and Park MGM. The corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Park Avenue gives us a good view of the entrance to Park MGM from the Vegas Strip. Let's head back into the park along this cool water fountain at the east entrance. This side entrance to Park MGM Casino by the Dolby Live Theater is actually the shortest way between Park MGM and New York, New York, across Park Avenue. T-Mobile Arena is home to the Las Vegas Golden Knights professional ice hockey team, who are playing their opening home preseason game of their 8th season on this night. After walking around the park for a little longer, I headed back to Park MGM Hotel's lobby. Primrose is a popular breakfast spot just off the lobby, although I never made it there on this particular trip. The hotel check-in desks are here also, but they never seem too busy, and I suspect many people do what I do, check in online and get a digital key on their phone to avoid in-person check-in altogether. Just off of the lobby was the pool area. Accessed by the room key, it has multiple pools and bar areas. I headed there for a little while before going back upstairs. The pools were not busy this time of day, but were open, and a few people were already finding their places, and lifeguards were already on duty. Let's walk around and have a look at the pools. So, what do I do in Las Vegas? This. I walk around and discover new things, look for good food, play some slots, and just enjoy chilling. I'm not a partier and I don't feel the need to be doing something every minute of every day. In addition, since I've been to Las Vegas multiple times, I don't feel the need to try to see and do everything. And so I focus my time in one or two areas, and even sometimes venture a little bit off the strip. Make sure you've subscribed to see more of what I do on a trip like this. I'm just getting started. And if you like this video, help me out and give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment to let me know what you think. Now, let's get back to it. After leaving the pool area, I walked down toward the conference center and discovered a corridor that led directly to the Aria Casino and the tram to Bellagio and Vdara, a corridor that I didn't even know existed before. After passing the conference center and pool area overlooks, an escalator leads up to the tram and then down another escalator directly into the Aria Casino. I didn't really want to spend time at Aria right now, but decided that I would return this afternoon to check out more of Aria and play at the casino for a while. I returned to Park MGM and my room to check emails, do a little work, and take a shower before heading back to Aria this afternoon. I also made a reservation for Gallagher's Steakhouse at New York, New York for early this evening. Let's take a quick look at my room at the Park MGM, starting with the bathroom, which has a contemporary and open shelf look. I like the shower and the fact that it actually has a door and won't leave water all over the bathroom. A personal preference of mine, of course. There's also a nice closet with a safe. Back in the bedroom is a full-length mirror with a couple of strange and, in my opinion, too bright fluorescent lights. There's a minibar with a typical warning that it is sensor-controlled. Don't remove anything unless you want to be charged a completely unreasonable amount. There's also a nice flat-screen TV with a panel below it, which lets you connect your own devices to the TV. This is a great idea in my opinion. The bedroom has two comfortable queen-sized beds and a retro-style couch by the window, where I spent quite a bit of time just enjoying the views of the Strip and beyond. There's also a round table with its own hanging lamp and a chair. I'm going to take some time to shower and get a few things done, then head back over to Aria. I'll end this video for now and pick up the next one when I head to Aria. Be sure to join me for more of Las Vegas. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, would you hit the thumbs up, share it with friends, and leave us a comment to let us know your thoughts. We invite you to join us on our website at findushere.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon. Meanwhile, check out this video next for more travel fun, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our new content. Your subscription is always free, helps us grow the channel, and is always greatly appreciated.